Welcome to BMW Engineering for the Soul. Today, we're delving into the history of a brand that needs no introduction. We're talking about BMW, the Bavarian Motor Works, a company that's been making some of the most sought-after cars on the planet for over a century. So buckle up, grab your driving gloves, and get ready to have your minds blown wider than the exhaust pipe on a McLaren F1. From propellers to the Autobahn, BMW's early days. Now, most people think BMW popped out of the ground in the 1960s, churning out sleek saloons and sports cars. But like a good engine, it all started much earlier. Picture this. 1916, the Great War's raging, and here's BMW, just a wee lad of a company, building aircraft engines. Yes, you heard that right, aircraft engines. They were bloody good at it too, but then some bright spark decided peace treaties meant no more warplanes. So, what's a company to do? Well, they slapped an engine on two wheels and called it a motorcycle, naturally. These were lean, mean speed machines that could outrun a cheetah on a sugar rush. But BMW, they weren't ones to rest on their laurels. They had their sights set on something bigger, something faster, something with four wheels and a whole lot of potential. The roundel, more than just a badge, it's a statement. Right. Let's talk about that iconic logo, the one you see plastered on the bonnets and boots of those German machines. You know, the blue and white roundel, looking all smart and sophisticated. Ever wondered what it actually means? Well, gather round, because I'm about to drop some knowledge on you. It's not just a pretty design, oh no. See, those colors, they represent the Bavarian flag, where BMW was born and bred. And that spinning propeller, a nod to their high-flying past, building those magnificent flying machines I told you about. So next time you see a BMW, don't just see a car. See a legacy, a history, a story written in metal and glass. Ahead of the curve BMW's technological triumphs. Now, anyone who knows anything about cars knows the Germans are pretty good at building them. But BMW, they're not content with just pretty good. Take their electric car, the i3 for example. Back in 2013, when most manufacturers were still figuring out how to make a toaster that didn't short out the entire neighborhood, BMW was already rolling out a stylish, practical electric car. From regenerative braking to active aerodynamics, these lads are obsessed with squeezing every last drop of efficiency out of their vehicles. It's like they've got a team of engineers locked in a basement somewhere, powered by nothing but caffeine and the sheer will to innovate. Now, some car companies, they build sensible little hatchbacks and family saloons, and that's fine if you're content with a life of mediocrity. But BMW, they're not interested in sensible. They want raw power, screaming engines, and enough trophies to fill a museum. That's why they've got a whole division, BMW M, dedicated to building the kind of cars that make your heart race faster than a hamster on a wheel. From the legendary M3 to the monstrous M5, these cars are designed to thrill, to excite, to make you feel more alive than a squirrel on espresso. And the best part? That motorsport heritage, it trickles down into every single BMW, even the sensible ones. You know, you can't go anywhere in the world without seeing a BMW. From the bustling streets of Tokyo to the sun-drenched highways of California, these cars are everywhere. They're like the automotive equivalent of a good cup of coffee, universally loved and enjoyed. BMWs, they've got this knack for appealing to people from all walks of life. Whether you're a high-flying executive or a weekend warrior, there's a Beamer out there with your name on it. They've cracked the code, these Germans, building cars that are both aspirational and attainable, luxurious yet practical. Okay, let's talk about luxury for a moment, shall we? Because when it comes to building cars that ooze sophistication and style, BMW are in a league of their own. Step inside a Beamer, and you're not just getting into a car, you're entering a sanctuary. The smell of fine leather, the cool touch of metal, the way everything fits together with the precision of a Swiss watch. It's enough to make you want to move in and live there permanently. Smooth, powerful, effortless. It's like gliding on a cloud, if that cloud had a turbocharger and a sports-tuned suspension. Every journey, no matter how short, becomes an event, a chance to savor the finer things in life. Green Machines, BMW's sustainable drive. Now, you might think a company that makes powerful engines and sporty cars wouldn't be too bothered about the environment, but you'd be wrong, mate. BMW, they're not just about going fast, they're about going green too. They've been quietly leading the charge towards a more sustainable future, investing heavily in electric vehicles and eco-friendly manufacturing processes. Take their i4 and iX models, for example. These are electric cars that don't compromise on style, performance, or luxury. BMW is constantly researching and developing new ways to reduce their impact on the planet, from using recycled materials to developing hydrogen fuel cell technology. Now, BMWs might be designed and engineered in Germany, but these days, they're built all over the world. From the United States to China, BMW has factories churning out cars on every continent except Antarctica. So, whether you're braving the snowdrifts of Sweden or cruising the beaches of Australia, there's a BMW that's perfectly suited to your environment. It's like they've got a team of automotive anthropologists studying the driving habits of different cultures and designing cars to match. Now, when you think of BMW, you probably think of those sleek saloons and sporty coupes. But did you know that BMW is actually a bit of a car collecting hoarder? They've gone and acquired a couple of other brands over the years, adding a bit of variety to their automotive portfolio. There's Mini, the makers of those iconic British hatchbacks that are small on size but big on personality. And then there's Rolls-Royce, the pinnacle of automotive luxury. That's right. The same company that makes those sporty little numbers also builds the kind of cars that royalty gets chauffeured around in. You know you've made it as a car company when your vehicles are appearing in Hollywood blockbusters and gracing the pages of glossy magazines. And BMW, well, they're practically Hollywood royalty at this point. From James Bond's iconic Aston Martins, which were actually heavily modified BMWs in several films, to the sleek BMWs featured in countless action thrillers, these cars have become synonymous with style, sophistication, and a touch of danger. They even make an appearance in those cheesy rom-coms, usually whisking away the leading lady to a romantic getaway. And let's not forget about music videos. Remember that cool car in that rap video you saw the other day? Yeah, that was probably a BMW too. So there you have it, petrol heads and casual viewers alike. 10 little-known facts about BMW that prove they're more than just a car company. They're an institution. From their humble beginnings building aircraft engines to their current status as a global automotive powerhouse, BMW has consistently pushed the boundaries of innovation, performance, and luxury. So next time you see a BMW gliding down the road, remember that you're not just looking at a car. You're looking at a legacy, a testament to German engineering and a passion for building machines that move the soul.